All right, everybody. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Well, not really at this point. This is a couple hours old, but I've been dog watching, so I wasn't able to cut a real video until now. But regardless, it's some pretty big news, and we gotta take a little bit of time to talk about it. So, a couple hours ago, little less than 2 hours ago, it became official that Russell Wilson is ready to go this week against the Green Bay Packers. Per the official Seattle Seahawks Twitter account, as well as many other sources on the internet, Russell Wilson has been cleared for a full return. And this statement comes with a declaration from the doctor who performed the surgery, Steve Shin, where he goes into detail on why he believes that Wilson is indeed ready to go, despite the early indications that he was going to miss a little bit longer than the 4 weeks that it has been since the injury. To run down the statement real quick, on October 7, 2021, Russell Wilson sustained severe injuries to the middle finger of his right hand during a game. He had immediate surgery the following day in the form of a repair of a fracture dislocation of his proximal interphalangeal joint and an extensor tendon rupture mallet finger. Although this was uncharted territory, and this next statement is kind of, you don't like to hear this one. I have never in my career seen such a severe injury to the throwing hand of an NFL quarterback. I have also never encountered a player so committed to his post-operative therapy and with so much conviction to return to the same, if not better, level of performance as he had pre-injury. I am absolutely amazed at his progress, so much so that I can now confidently clear him for full return to play without reservation. So that's a pretty positive statement, and it goes a pretty long way in convincing somebody like me that this is not just Wilson hurrying back because he wants to play. This is actually him being 100% cleared and ready to go and ready to play well. So I'm not so worried about that at this point. At this point, it would be very odd if there was anything like that going on. So, Russell Wilson will be back for the Packers game. So there are a few thoughts obviously going through my head at this point. The chief among them being it's a good thing that we had a bye week during this 4 week period with Wilson being out, because if not for that bye week, Wilson probably would have missed 4 games instead of just 3. And also, Wilson most certainly in this regard has completely lived up to the expectations of him and then some. Bad games are going to happen for any player. Bad plays are going to happen for any player. I think we all understand that. But the things that Wilson can control about his ability to play football at a high level, he's clearly putting everything he has into being able to do those things. I don't doubt that there is some degree of hyperbole in these statements from Steve Shin, but it does seem like Wilson did everything he could, as hard as he could, and as emphatically as he could to get back on the field as soon as humanly possible. So, good for him, because when you are a franchise quarterback, when you are making $35 million a year, when you are all these things that Wilson is, that should be the expectation for you, and he's doing his thing. So, good for him. Now, can we expect him to play at a high level in game 1 after coming back from an injury like this? That I don't know. I know I want him out there. I know he gives us a better chance to win than Geno Smith, especially in a game like going to Green Bay to play the Packers, but I don't know if we can expect him to be 100%. I don't know if it's reasonable to say he's just going to go out there and roast Green Bay, because it's not like Green Bay's defense is amazing, but I don't think they're terrible, and it's not a great environment for Wilson even at the best of times. Playing in Lambeau is not fun for most quarterbacks, and playing in these conditions on a grass field, not my favorite stuff for a guy like a Wilson. Not my favorite stuff for this offense in general, honestly. But regardless, I do want him out there, and I'm willing to live with the potential negative results of having Wilson out there. So having him back is obviously key. I don't know if it's enough to beat Green Bay, but regardless of that, I would rather have him out there than Geno Smith. I understand we might lose anyway. I think there's actually we're still underdogs going into this game. Obviously, that assumes Rodgers plays, which right now looks pretty likely. But yeah, I want him out there. I'd rather go down swinging than just throw Geno out there and kind of sacrifice this game to the Green Bay gods, as it were. And yeah, that's really about it for this one, guys. Wilson has been cleared. There is now basically a 99% chance he's going to play against the Packers. That 1% being like he gets hurt between now and the game. But there's every reason to believe that he is at least physically capable of playing at his highest potential. So the question will be, will he actually play a good game? Will he actually do enough to give this team a chance to win against the Packers? Also, just to get a couple of minor notes out of the way, and I call these minor because they are minor in comparison to this, but Dwayne Eskridge sounds like he's going to be ready to go against Green Bay, and that is minor compared to Russell Wilson, but it's not necessarily minor in the grand scheme of things because Eskridge could add a dimension to this offense that it has been missing lately that could possibly help turn this season around. So getting Eskridge back against Green Bay would certainly be big. So hopefully that does indeed track. He got taken off the what is it, the IR as far as I know. So it looks like he's going to be ready to go. That's significant. I'm not going to act like it's as significant as this, but that's certainly good news for him as a player, for him as a person, and for this team going forward. And yeah, things are starting to look up a little bit, man. We even got that huge... Well, I'm not going to call it... Let's step back a little bit here. Even if we don't catch the Rams, it was good to see the Rams lose last night, I think. I think we all enjoyed that, right? We even got that in our corner right now. Got to root for the Steelers tonight, obviously, but things are going decently for the Seahawks right now. It feels like the worm is turning. So, yeah, the OBJ sweepstakes start in like what? Less than half an yeah, like less than an hour. So we'll obviously keep an eye on that. We'll see if anybody claims him, and then we'll see what happens if nobody does. So I will see you guys later today. Hopefully, I don't have to make a video later today about how somebody claimed OBJ off waivers and the Seahawks didn't get a chance to pick him up clean. But if it does happen, then I will certainly talk about it. So let's hope that we have a quiet rest of the day in the NFL and that tomorrow can be about bringing in Beckham. That's what I'm rooting for anyway. See you guys later. Go Hawks.